In this video, we'll be building a Square Online store from scratch for a fantasy restaurant or food truck called Plant Pantry. So if you're looking to get started selling online for free using Square Online, then this video is for you. Don't have a restaurant? Well, this could still apply to any physical business that can ship, deliver, or have a pickup location. This is probably not the best option if you are a service-based business or a digital e-commerce store. So in that case, there are better options in those scenarios, probably something like Shopify, WordPress, Squarespace. Comment down below if you have any questions and if this would be a good fit for your business. I would love to know how you're harnessing the power of e-commerce to go sell your products worldwide. Now, I'm going to get in my background a little bit and experience using Square Online. So if you're on the fence about using Square Online or using Square in general, then you can stick around for this. If you want to just jump straight to the tutorial, then feel free to skip ahead. There's going to be timestamps down below, and you can just get started. So Square Online has really come a long way since Square acquired Weebly. And add to that, with the recent surge of demand for online ordering in the past few months, this has really forced Square to make rapid improvements in the past 6 months. I've personally been using Square Online since March 17th, when I launched online juice and food ordering, I should say, for Northwest Raw in less than 48 hours with some revision time in there. So this was a response that we really quickly set up and was super seamless. So now their online sales are currently doubling their phone orders, which streamlines the restaurant where their orders pop up on iPads using the Fresh KDS app. And the nice thing is that the orders just pop up and that nobody has to answer the phone. Nobody has to, wash their hands after using the register. They are just right there ready to make the next order item right along the order items that came in-house. So in the case of Raw, they have been using Square as their POS since day one. So they originally started with, just that iPad on a swivel stand that we've seen everywhere in every coffee shop, and that was 6 years ago. So they had all of their items in inventory with prices and variations, add-ons, and descriptions. They also had 90% of product photos taken from previous projects, so this greatly reduced the amount of time needed to launch a Square Online store. That being said, you can still get done pretty quickly minus photos. Photos is going to be the only thing that takes a little bit more time, and we'll go through a few steps that you'll need to do in order to optimize your photos. Speaking of photos, you really want to make sure you have high quality photos in order to get online sales, period. Because if you can't take good photos, then you need to go find a friend that can, because having good photos is going to be what sells. I mean, like if you're selling food especially, you have to have a photo of food so that it gets the mouth salivating and they say, yes, add that to my cart and I'm going to go pick it up. If you don't have images, it's hard to really tie into that human nature and that like deep hunger and getting them to drive. You want them to get up off the couch or, at least pull out their credit card. And if you want to pull out your credit card, then you need to have pictures that are high quality. So at least have one picture for each item. Ideally have multiple pictures. That way they can see, different angles. Now, you're certainly going to get frustrated at times if this is your first time using Square Online or any e-commerce platform. So if you need to, take a break, close the browser, and go for a walk around the block. When you come back with a tall glass of water, because you got to keep that brain hydrated. All right, let's get into this now. This is going to be the step-by-step guide on setting up your Square Online store for free. Yes, people, this is a free online store. You can shop online for free. It's crazy. So first things first, click on the link in the description down below. This will open up this page right here, which tells you all about Square Online. And you see right here, start a free online store. And you can accept curbside pickup, local delivery. There's no monthly fees. This is like crazy talk, people. Seriously, this is insane. You can literally start your business from scratch with nothing. You only pay when you make a sale. 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction. This is comparable to how much you would pay inside your store with any POS. You can move on to a paid plan where there is a monthly fee, but it's not totally necessary when you're just starting out. You can also sell on Instagram and Facebook. You can offer curbside pickup and local delivery, and it gets started really fast. Now, I will bring up, right here, free. It is free, no setup fee, no monthly charge. You only pay when you make a sale, plus 50 cents on per delivery. It has everything you need. It syncs with your Square system if you have Square inside. Everything's going to sync together if you're using printers that are connected to Square POS, a Square iPad. It's going to all integrate super seamlessly. Instagram integration, like I said. You can also accept your Square gift cards and Google Pay and Apple Pay, which is super convenient, makes it really easy for people to purchase. You can also integrate sales coupons. This is kind of a little hiccupy right now as far as using a coupon both online and offline. So, don't go too crazy here. Just be fair warned at this time. You can do inventory management, so you can keep track of everything in store and online. You've got SEO tools that you need, SSL security, so you can compare plans here if you really want to see, okay, really, is it going to cost me that much? Well, $12 a month is probably the ideal one. You don't get any Square branding or ads. You can publish to a custom domain, and you get a free custom domain for 1 year. But you know what? I am starting with the free one for Plant Pantry because I want to prove to you what you can do for free with just a little bit of time. So go ahead and get started here. Now, the link in the description is an affiliate link. I'm going to get set up here. I don't have a Square account for Plant Pantry, so I'm going to go ahead and create one right now. And you can go ahead and do the same if you have not already signed up for Square. All right, now this is going to ask for all these details here. I'm just going to say, I'm just going to put my name because it is a sole proprietorship at this time, and you don't need to put in an EIN number if you don't have one. Don't need to worry about that. And you also don't need to worry about estimated annual revenue at this time. Now, it's going to ask you a little bit about what kind of business you have. So in our case here, what we're building is a food and drink food truck cart. I think so. Otherwise, they do have a whole bunch of different things here. So, and this will kind of help you guide as far as what you should set up. Food, truck, and cart. Now, you are going to have to enter your address. Okay, so now if you already had a Square Online account, then this is exactly where you're going to land when you say set up my Square Online store. So it's going to ask you what you're selling online. In our case, we are selling menu items, but if you're using physical items, then you're going to want to go ahead and do that. If you're just doing donations, tickets, conferences, if you're doing services, then it's a whole different ball game. It'll be a totally different setup. Same with, really any of these. I didn't know they do memberships. That's good to know. So I'm going to go ahead and say menu items. If you have multiple, you can also say multiple as well. So if, actually, we're going to do some packaged food also. You can do that as well. And then it's going to ask you how you plan to fulfill these orders. So if you're going to ship them, if you're going to do pickup, delivery, self-serve ordering is a new feature that they have where you can have a customer inside your restaurant or outside your restaurant, like sitting at a table, they scan a QR code, it takes them to the ordering page, and then they can place an order and it shows up just like they ordered it at the counter. They skipped the line, order goes in seamlessly with all the other orders with a table number on it. The server takes it out and boom, it's they pay on their phone, contactless payment. It's pretty ingenious, really. I think this is going to be revolutionary. It really seems more seamless than a lot of others that I've seen. So let's see, I'm just going to go ahead and say allow pickup and delivery. I'm not going to worry about shipping things, and I'm not going to worry about that either. Now, in this case, this is asking if you want to have a full website and an ordering page or a single ordering page. Now, if you already have a pre-existing website, you would want to use the single ordering page. This way you keep it separate from your main website and you don't have to worry about, recreating your website, leaving the old website. So I would suggest doing this, and then you could have a custom domain if you choose to pay for it, where it says like shop.yourdomain.com, and it looks a little bit cleaner. And if you ever decide that Square is no longer a good fit for you, then you can part ways easily and kind of seamlessly while still keeping your full website. So this is a good idea if you are just testing out the waters of Square and you don't want to fully commit. Otherwise, if you're ready to go all in, or you're just starting out and you want to keep things as cheap as possible, as lean as possible, you don't have a website right now, then you would want to start with a full website and ordering page. So in this case, I'll do a single ordering page because I feel like this is the nuts and bolts of your business, is the ordering page. So we're going to start with that. You can always change this later, so if you need help, they can kind of help you here. Otherwise, this is going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so here we are. This is your ordering page. So you can organize your ordering page. I'm going to add a category, something like salads. And I'm going to have to create some items first, but that's okay. And then you could add category image if you want. You can set up pickup and delivery order windows. So during regular business hours is what I would suggest, or you could do certain days and times. You can add in all of your search engine optimization here. Go ahead and save. Now I need to create an item. So this is going to say kale Caesar salad. We're going to say that this is a $8 salad. And we're going to say massaged. Yes, this brings me to photos. So in order to add the best optimized images to your Square Online store, you can take a look at this documentation here, and they say that if you're adding an item image, that they suggest the following image specs. It should be high resolution, a PNG or JPEG file format. You want this image to be square for best performance and best visualization. And you want to use a size of 720 by 720. Now, this is the most important part, because otherwise you're going to be uploading images that are way too large and slowing your site down, which nobody likes a slow site. So you can use a free pic resizer, and this also lets you crop as well. So if you go to picresize.com, it's fully free. They delete your images after 20 minutes, and has been free for a long time. So you can go ahead and upload your images here. So you can take any image and you can go ahead and say crop selection. And now what you're going to want to do is, as you're messing with this, if you hold shift, it'll actually keep it in a square. So see, if I let go of shift, then suddenly it'll be a rectangle. So if you want to make it full size, and right there, going to go ahead and say crop selection. Now go ahead and crop that, and then you want to say select a new size for your picture. You want to go custom size, and you want to say, what did we say, 720? 720. All right, and if you want any special effect, I don't really want anything fancy. JPEG file format, keep it in the better. You don't need best because it's going to be a small picture anyways. So go ahead and say better, and I'm done. And you can go ahead and preview your image if you want, or you can just go ahead and save that. And now we're going to go back to the item creation. Go ahead and save that. You'd want to write out a bigger description if you were looking to make it really well optimized. And so now we've got salads, kale Caesar salad, and I'm going to go ahead and add another one. I think we've got a So you could either do all your images first or do it each individually and just kind of flip between. You can kind of figure out what works best for you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add another item here. Okay, now that I've got a couple categories here, you'll be able to see kind of how everything lines up. So once you go ahead and get everything categorized, you can easily move things up and down if you want to reorganize. You have multiple categories. If you need to edit the category information, you can just click on these three little things here. If you need to edit an item, you can go ahead and edit the item information here. And let's go ahead and say next. And the next thing that you're going to do is manage your pickup and delivery settings. So this lets you decide when you're going to be open and closed. You can change that if you need to. Otherwise, order prep time, an hour, that's a long time. All right, so you can make it so they use the same hours, or if you want to make it so that you have delivery hours during certain days of the week. Wow, this is new. This is awesome. Sweet. I'm stoked about this. Very cool. Anyways, pickup hours. We're just going to say the same for now for all intents and purposes. And yeah, we're open Monday through Friday. If you want to allow curbside pickups, you can do that. If you want to have a minimum order, so you don't want to have somebody to order like a bottle of water. And then if you need to have any notes here to help them, if there's a special parking spot, if they, need to have a name on it or something like that. And then you can add delivery settings here, so certain zip codes or like a radius, depending on how you want to do that from your location. And if you want to include a delivery fee, so if you want to charge the delivery fee, if you want free delivery over $30 or $20, whatever, or you could do distance-based fees. I believe that you can also make it so that, yes, you can set the price there. And if you want to have a minimum order amount, then you can do that as well. We're going to say free delivery for orders over a certain amount. If you order $40 worth, then it'll be free. Otherwise, it is a $3 delivery fee. Minimum order amount. Yes, probably should do like a $10. Well, maybe 15, huh? Estimated delivery time. So, if it takes 20, we'll say 15 to 20 minutes. So this is after they pick it up and they're like hitting the door, basically. If you want to charge a service fee, so you keep the amount charged minus standard. So this is like if you want to charge the fee that Square is giving you. And you can also allow no contact delivery. Customers will be able to select no contact delivery and add instructions so that they can say, hey, drop it off at this location. Go ahead and say save to that. This will be slightly different if you are not doing, if you did not select delivery or pickup. 10 miles. It's kind of a lot though. Let's go 5. Okay, so we've taken care of that. And though the prep time is still 1 hour, I didn't see that setting in there. Come on, Square. Huh. Okay, we're gonna go fix that somewhere else. Okay, so let's say finish, and then we're gonna go fix that other issue that we're having. So this will say published successfully, and you can have a look at it. And if you're ready to start. So at this point, your page is published, and you can take a look at your ordering page if you would like. Otherwise, if you say, I'm ready to accept orders, then go ahead and take them on. Otherwise, hold off a minute and we'll get there. And also, station labels are not set up. That's okay. Well, you're not worried about that yet. What we're worried about, so this is going to give you a little breakdown here. So where your pages are, you can kind of go through that. I'm going to go ahead and say dismiss that for right now because I need to get to that specific setting. So estimated delivery time is 1 hour currently, and you can change your location name. So this is how everything looks once it gets up here, although I don't want it to show that down there. Arrange and add items if you're looking to change things up here. And so I'm going to deselect this, so that way it's only categorized items at this point. And you can also show most popular and a recent order. So if they have not placed an order, it'll show the most popular. And if they have placed an order and they're logged in, then it'll show the recent order. And I'm going to go ahead and say done there. Location information. So if you want to fix this here, and if you don't want to show any of this, you could make it so that, maybe it doesn't show the name because you only have one location. You'll show the address just so people can easily locate that information. And so I'm going to say done. Now, it looks pretty good. You will notice that you do have the square footer branding down here. So if you wanted to get rid of that, you could upgrade to the monthly plan for, I believe it was $12 a month. Otherwise, if you're okay with that, no worries. So it saves automatically. That's nice in most cases, but when in doubt, hit the publish button. So if you want to get out of this and access your settings in your store, hit that little X up there. And now we're going to be on the back end here. So this is kind of give you a preview of what things are looking like. It'll let you know if this is not ready. And hey, if you want to hire a designer to build your site, you could get matched with an expert, or you could contact me. I offer some one-on-one consulting. If you're looking to update your time that it takes to place an order, then what you're going to want to do is go into your settings, and I believe it was in the general settings. So if you need to edit your company name, because we did say that this was going to be Plant Pantry, right? Then we're going to go ahead and say save. Oh, okay. This is the email that will show your prospective buyers. They'll get an email from this email address. And if you need to change, your basic units here, if you want to edit the image ratio, I wouldn't really worry about that. If you need to add some tracking code, your Google Analytics code, you can change the way that some other things look here. But I'm not looking for what I was searching for. Pickup and delivery. Okay, let's go into edit location here. And this will give you all the information you need to edit. So if you need to edit your hours, if you need to edit your delivery settings, order timing settings. This is what I want to see here. So how long does it take for you to prep your orders? So if you're a retail shop, you could probably say it's available immediately. Otherwise, we're going to say it takes 30 minutes. This stuff takes some time to make. And you could allow for scheduled pickups and scheduled deliveries, which is a nice way to, pre-book out your day tomorrow or later in the day. You can limit the number of orders that are picked up and delivered at the same time. That way you're not like too stressed out. Let's say, we're going to allow like 5 orders every 15 minutes. Mark pickup and delivery orders as ready and mark before as complete. So this will notify the customer that their order is prepared and it's ready for pickup and delivery. You can change the status from ready to complete when you're done with the order. So this is in the Square Online dashboard. I will show you that. It'll be in your orders section over here where you can manage all of that. Or if you're using the Square system in-house, then you are using the KDS or a printer, then you can also do that. If you need to adjust any pickup settings, so if you want to say that you allow curbside pickup, then you can say yes, but I need to set a phone number. Okay, one moment then. So we need to set a phone number for this location. So we're going to go ahead and say, there we go, and the address. That's what I was hoping for. And go ahead and say save. Now we've got a phone number. Now we can say that we allow pickup. So you can allow curbside pickup. They will call you when they are there if they need assistance. So they'll be told to call the store when they're outside. And if you don't have a minimum order for pickup, otherwise you can insert some information there if they need more details. And so that looks good there. Again, you can go through all these settings under pickup and delivery, and you can have it in multiple locations. So this is for this location specifically. If you had multiple locations, then you would need to go into advanced settings and there would be multiple locations here. If you need to set up any taxes, then you can do that over here. You can let it figure out where you need the tax rate. So you can add a tax rate. You could say an Oregon tax rate. There is no Oregon tax. But if you're another state, you should know what your tax rate is. And taxes are included in item prices, or you want to charge taxes on shipping, delivery, whatever you need to do. This is the area to do that. If you want to sync this with your Square, then you can say that what you want to be sending back and forth. So this is what's going to be sent back and forth: the product title, the price, the product ID, the stock inventory, any options that you have, and any modifiers that you have. So this will be it'll always match when updated either Square Online or your Square item library on the iPad or on squareup.com. So just keep that in mind, that these things will be syncing, and you can turn these properties off and on. So if you want to not sync product images because you have better images online than you do on your iPad, then you can disconnect that. If you want to mark newly imported items as unavailable, then turn that off if you're not ready to have it be visible. If you want to not do the descriptions, then you could do that as well. Any other things here, you can do your email setup. It's probably a good idea so that you have emails going to users when you send off your items. So you must provide a sender profile, and you can add your profile here. You'll be required to enter your name, email address, physical address, so they recognize you, and it'll be placed in the footer. And then you can edit your theme. A lot of this stuff kind of goes more into, you can't do abandoned carts without being upgraded. You can't do item reviews until you upgrade either. But order confirmation, order prepared, items shipped, items refunded, items canceled will all be automatic emails sent out. Okay, I think I've kind of beat this horse to death here. We could go more into the nitty-gritty implementation, but I think that this is most important for you to be able to get set up quickly, because if you don't have a website up, you're not going to make any sales if you don't have a web page on. So I'm going to make sure that I do turn on online sales in my checkout settings here. Just really quick to show you what is left. And all you do is just hit, boom, you hit accept online orders. You will have to verify your identity with Square if you are not already a Square online user. And if you want to use PayPal, you will have to upgrade. So if Square has not approved you and you already have PayPal, then you will have to upgrade to PayPal. So anyways, I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions at all, if you need any help on any specifics with Square Online, please leave a comment down below, and I would be more than happy to help you with a tutorial to teach you, or we can get on a Zoom call and we can work through it. So I hope that you are well, I hope the business is well, and I hope this video has helped you grow your business in the online world for free or for a very low cost monthly. All right, until next time, my friends, peace.